Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dre again. Once again, as you all know, I have my other vlog, Dre's Thoughts, but I've been starting this new one on my NewEra collection. Obviously, you see the NewEra sweater, which I talked about in my previous vlog, or my first NewEra vlog, where I introduced the sweater, so I won't have to go back into that anymore. You can go back to my first one if you want to know more about the sweater. But today I have two new hats that I want to highlight and display. Like I said, I have a huge NewEra collection. Used to work for the company a while back. So I got a hold of different shirts and sweaters and different things like that and different hats and stuff. So I'm just going to take this time to highlight some of my hat collections and some of the hats I have from my collection, just so that way you guys can kind of see what I have. And hopefully you guys, in return, leave some comments in the comment section, or maybe send me pictures or tell me a little bit about your hat collections as well. So let's get started. The two that I'm going to highlight this week are obviously the classic Orlando Magic. As you know, the NBA team out in Orlando. Back in the day in the 90s, one of my favorite teams. You had Shaq, you had Penny, Dennis Scott, Anthony Bowie, Scott Skiles. So the Orlando Magics have such a rich history, and still have a good history now. But they come from a long line of great, players come from Orlando, and it's a classic hat. You can't, if you're gonna have a hat collection, you gotta have an old school Magic hat with the pimp stripes. You just gotta have it. And then my second hat I'm gonna highlight is it's a weird color. It's a Sox hat, but it's weird. It has like these weird colors. It's blue, green, and yellow. So it's weird. So I'll just start off with this one first, since I have it in my hand, and go from there. So this one is obviously, it's a Sox hat. It's an interesting color because it has the Sox in blue highlighted in green with like a yellow, I guess, canvas, and then around it is the green. It has the yellow, obviously, NewEra sign here, and then the yellow and green and blue MLB sign in the back, with the blue kind of fin. So it's a cool hat. Shockingly enough, I haven't worn it yet because I haven't found the right outfit. It's one of those that you really do want to find an outfit for, or it just kind of looks out of place if you wear it without an outfit. It was funny because when I worked at the store, they actually had a shirt that matched with this, and I just didn't get it. So, kind of my loss. So I haven't worn this hat yet, but it's just an interesting hat. I like interesting colors. I like rare colors, hard to get colors, and this definitely fits that category. Like I said, I show you the back again. It's just interesting. Three choices of colors they use to put on one hat. It's a Sox hat though. Like I said, it's cool. One of the NewEra classics, I think, and definitely a NewEra rarity. So if you're into picking up rare hats, picking up kind of weird color, or strange, or kind of off-colored hats, this is definitely a great choice to pick up. You probably can find this on the website at NewEra.com. Like I said, I'll try to put the website in my description and be with a link, so you can just kind of click on the link and go from there. But it's definitely an interesting Sox hat. My next hat is the one I introduced prior to that one. Is obviously the old school classic Orlando Magic's hat. I like it. Obviously, you got the star here. Has Orlando black with the pimp stripes, blue fin like the other one, the white NewEra logo, and then obviously, you have the Orlando written in the back, which is just so cool. So this is definitely a classic. If you guys remember the old school Orlando Magic jerseys from back in the 90s, how they had the pimp stripes and they had this Orlando logo written out on it. Like I said, Penny comes from that team. Shaquille O'Neal started off there. Dennis Scott, Anthony Bowie, a lot of the biggest, some of the biggest names in NBA who are still playing or ever played. Obviously, Dwight Howard's another one, came from this team. So rich history. The old school jerseys are a classic. If you're into Mitchell and Ness or collecting jerseys, definitely pick you up an old school Orlando Magic jersey, and you got to get the hat to match. This is one of my favorites. I've worn this quite a few times with different outfits. Or if I went to Florida, I would take this hat just to show my love for Orlando, for the city. Great pickup. One of my favorites from NewEra. Old school. Definitely pick it up if you're into it. And got the Orlando in the back. So those are my two. Like I said, the highlight. These are the two hats I'm highlighting today. You got your weird, off-colored, strange Chicago White Sox hat, and then you got your old school classic, throwback Orlando Magics with the pimp stripe hats. Once again, this is Dre, highlighting two more of my NewEra hats from my collection. You'll see more videos as the days and months go along. Feel free to leave comments in the section if any hats that you want to see that if I do have, I'll highlight, or if you have any hats yourself or just want to talk hats. I'm open to it. Once again, this is Dre, New Era. Have a good day, guys.